So I'm Martinez. I'm from Espanola Valley High School. I've been involved with tennis, cross country, student council, and National Honor Society. Through these opportunities that NMAA has given me, I've been able to strengthen my leadership through these activities. I've been able to go on to achieve positions such as student body president at Espanola Valley High School, as well as the state president of the New Mexico Association of Student Councils. And so these positions have allowed me to network throughout the state of New Mexico and other states as well.
So Mario, talk to me a little bit about your perception, first of all, of the NMAA before getting involved with the Student Leadership Council.
So before I started with the Student Leadership Advisory Council, NMAA was kind of a faceless organization. Really, whenever somebody would mention NMAA, I would think of a negative connotation, because really anytime somebody would meet with the NMAA was if they got ejected or if there was a problem during an event. Or I'd think of the officials, because really that's one of the small parts that NMAA plays in everyday events, is they send the officials, or the ones who pay the officials, and they're ones that kind of oversee. But there really wasn't a face or a voice that I could kind of relate to in the NMAA.
Sure. So then you saw that there was an opening, or they were going to create a council that involved students around the state, and it was going to be student-led, and they were going to be able to have a voice, the NMAA. So when you saw that, what was your initial reaction to that?
So in 2015, I was asked to go to the National Federation of High Schools conference in Indianapolis with my good friend Adriana, and we went with Dana and Sherry. And when we were at the conference, we noticed that there was a bunch of students, they're talking about different organizations, and we thought, why not make a council that it's student-based? It'd give NMAA a younger look, it'd give them a younger voice, and it really put student voice in an organization that is funded for students, that's for student athletes, activities. It's really a student-based organization ran by adults. So our first perception was, why not bring student voice in this? So let's start a council. Let's get a group of kids together from across the state and let's put student voice into NMAA. I was really excited to see that something that we came up with from a conference was actually going to be a living, working council. And from there, I was really excited because I was finally able to be heard by an organization that I've been involved with for years. And so
what has it meant to you to be part of that inaugural council here at the NMAA?
It means a lot to me, just because this started out as an idea that me and a friend had, and now it's an actual working organization. And it was nice to be part of the inaugural group because I kind of was able to give like our vision. It's nice to see that this group is kind of going to be like a legacy for NMAA.
And so now the first year's passed, and what were some things you were hoping to have accomplished, and were they accomplished?
Works now. Right. So we were planning to have a convention for athletes and activities to come together and just have a good time, collaborate, network, and hopefully be productive within NMAA. And it'll also give NMAA like a feeling that they're just not the bad guys. They're also bringing people together instead of like enforcing the law in a sense.
So now you listen to several of us from the staff talk. Mm-hmm. You know our hearts. We're all about kids. Some of us have our own kids that are coming up into where you're at very, very soon. Now, what is your perception of the NMAA and what you think we actually are here to do now?
Right. So now whenever I think of the NMAA, I don't think of a faceless organization. I think of Dana and Sherry and Chris, and just as a collective group. I think of you guys as the people who are working towards a common goal. You guys are here to serve the students. You guys are here to make sure that we're safe, make sure that everything's going, according to plan. And in the end, it's no longer a faceless organization. I see the people behind it. I see that you guys are all working collaboratively, and you guys are doing it for the greater good of students and athletes and activities of New Mexico. So now I really see it as an organization that cares about like the future of New Mexico. Since some of these students will be the ones that come in and are going to be the executive director. They're going to be the next officials. They're going to be the next ones. Because in the end, a lot of the people that are here because high school athletics and high school activities played a very important role in their lives. So I see NMAA as inspiring to the youth of New Mexico, really.